Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Alex and this is TechFlow. Guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Still in the normal set, so I want you guys to let us know in the comment section what you think. Now, also, this video is going to be a little bit controversial because I'm talking about the main tech battle. Apple or iPhones versus Android phones. And I want to tell you recently, now bear in mind here, I'm an iPhone user right now, and I have been all my life essentially, but I do have a Google Pixel 2 as my work phone. And the reason I have this as my work phone is because I do like Android phones and I do like iPhones, but I used to swear by these. Recently, I've gone off them a little bit, and I want to talk to you guys why, to see if maybe you guys can change my opinion, or you guys can tell me I'm wrong, or tell me I'm right. So use the comment section of this video as a wall of comments to tell me and tell everybody else your thoughts on Android phones and iPhones. But I'm going to tell you why I want to switch from this, but I can't switch from this, right? So let's get into it. So it all started in my brain when my friend Toby got his Android phone, and he was originally an iPhone. And I had a gym session with my friend Toby, and obviously there was music on in the gym, and I just glanced down at his phone, and as well as just seeing the always on time on the OLED display, which is something that iPhones just don't have, and that's really annoying, it also said the name of the track that was playing in the gym right here. And the phone was obviously scanning for music like 24/7. Not sure what the hit is on that on battery life, but that was a really cool feature, and it just got me to thinking that these iPhones are just so far behind now. It's actually quite scary for iPhone users because these things are, these Android phones are just getting so good. And that's a scary thing for somebody that is locked in to the iPhone ecosystem, and that is why I can't change. Now let me explain what I mean by the iPhone ecosystem. Now, as a preface, just for this video, I love both Android phones and my iPhone. What I'm saying is, I'm going off my iPhone a little bit, not 100%, but just a little bit, because these Android phones are getting so good now. So, the ecosystem. How am I locked in, and why am I locked into the ecosystem, and what does it even mean? Now, MKBHD or Marcus Brownlee did an awesome video about the iPhone ecosystem, and I'd go ahead and check that out if you want to learn more about it. But essentially, the Messages app and the Phone app are the main culprits of the iPhone ecosystem, as well as iCloud. So, what does that even mean? Well, in the Messages app, and I'm not going to open them because this is my personal device and I've got messages from personal family and friends on here. However, most of my family and friends use iPhones themselves, and when an iPhone messages another iPhone, you get iMessage. And for me, and I'm really not sure what it is, but iMessage is really addicting. You get delivered receipts, so you can see that your message is delivered for peace of mind, and then you can also turn on read receipts for all of your contacts that have iPhones so they can see when you've read your messages, or you can turn it on a receipt basis, so you can just turn it on for certain people. So say if I wanted just to have my read receipts on for my girlfriend or Luke, assistant Luke, then I could do that just for that person individually, which I think is absolutely awesome. Another thing that I really like about these iPhones is the Find Friends app. And again, this only works with other iPhone users, so you really feel like you're locked into the ecosystem. But if I was to open this up right now, what it's going to go ahead and do right here is show me where all of my family and friends are that have iPhones right here. So as you can see, my girlfriend is at university in Manchester. I've got my friend Elliot right there, who is also in Manchester. If I zoom back out and zoom back in, I can see my main family around here. There's assistant Luke, I've got my friend Jordan, I've got my mum, I've got my other friends on here, and it's just really fun to see this interaction. Look, there's even people all the way down there. That is Ryan Franklin, another YouTuber, all the way down there. I see you, boy. And I can even go ahead and go into the Messages app, and this is where I can turn on my read receipts for my girlfriend, but it also just integrates the little map. So if I'm on the Messages and want to quickly see where she is, boom, It's right there. Now I know there's third-party apps that you can do this on Android phones, but that's the thing that keeps me locked into this because it's so easy. Things like FaceTime and FaceTime audio are awesome additions too. With things like this, you have to download Google Duo, and then if I want to FaceTime somebody on, or you know, Google Duo somebody on an iPhone, then they have to get the Google Duo app, or even if I want to talk to somebody else on an Android phone with a FaceTime-like call, I even have to get the other Android user to download the Google Duo app, and that for me is just an annoyance, and that is why I feel like I'm locked in to this system. And also iCloud as well. All my photos are backed up to the cloud, so getting that all across here would just be another problem within itself, as well as all of my contacts, so on and so forth. But it's little things that I really like the Android phone for. The first one that I've explained, just the music that's currently playing in the area that you are, appearing right here. And you've got the always on display right here. Absolutely love that. And also, these Android phones are just absolutely rapid. They are so fast, like they are just mental. As soon as you click anything, it's straight up. As soon as you do that, you're straight into your apps. As soon as you open Dropbox, boom, phone, boom. It's just so fast. And there's also other little things as well. If I was to squeeze the Android phone, play One Kiss from Spotify.
Alright, One Kiss by Dua Lipa, Calvin Harris. Playing on Spotify.
And by the time I've opened up everything on my iPhone X and logged in and opening up the camera app, I just feel like the Android phones are just so much more snappier nowadays, and they also come with all these extra features, and it's starting to drive me actually insane because I'm locked into this thing. I can't change. And also the amount of problems I've got with this thing. If I load up the camera right now so you guys can see what I'm recording, look, if I tilt side to side, can you guys see how my camera is broken on this phone? These little micro abrasions right now on this phone. When I tilt the phone, look, there it is still, moving it side to side. It does this like weird glitch thing. And this is the second time an iPhone, this is my second iPhone X, and they've both done the exact same thing. So it's obviously a hardware defect with this £1,000 phone moving me on to the price tag of this thing, man. £1,000. Are you mental? Now I know you're probably saying, Alex, I know this is a little bit of a bash video at Apple, and it kind of is, and it's because I really love Apple, and it's really annoying me that these Android phones are starting to catch up, or if not, are now better than them. The only other reason that I stick with the iPhone is because of how well third-party apps work on this, and it is definitely said in the whole entire community that third-party apps 100% run better on iPhones, Snapchat being the main culprit here. I don't think anybody can really argue with that statement. But as far as that, a few of the reasons why I don't really want to switch to Android, I'm just not used to the scrolling. If I go on Instagram, I just hate how Android phones, how it scrolls. It feels like it's really delayed to me. And I'm not sure if that is just my Google Pixel. I mean, I've used other Android phones and I think it's the same. So I just don't like how that works. But I assume with a little bit of getting used to it, it would be much easier. If I was to scroll my Instagram feed on my iPhone, it would be, in my book, a much more pleasant experience. It's just so much nicer to scroll here than here. It just goes too fast and it's just like really delayed and laggy. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just a personal thing to me. Again, guys, this is my personal opinion video of why I think I'm locked in to this Apple ecosystem and why I think these Android phones are really catching up right now. And I think a lot of iPhone users are actually in the same boat, and if you are, then please let me know. But as I say, guys, I'm on team both. I have an Android phone as my work phone and this phone as my personal phone. They're both brilliant devices and I can't really fault them, but for someone who a couple of years ago, me, would have sworn by iPhones, and now these Android phones are just getting so good, starting to make me worry knowing that I'm locked into this ecosystem and that it's going to be really difficult to change if Apple don't up their game. So there you go, guys. That is my little take on the current situation in my own brain of the whole debate between Apple iPhones and Android phones. I do hope you found this video interesting, and if you did and would like to leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, you guys have just sat there and listened to mine, so I'd love to hear yours too. Please go ahead and do that, guys, and if you would like more videos like this about me just giving my opinions on current states of technology, then please drop a like rating below, because that would really let us know that you're enjoying the content. But guys, for now, my name's been Alex, this has been TechFlow. This has been the state of iPhones and Android phones in my own brain, and I will see you in our next video. Adios.
And in the Ponca City Blackwell area, 68 degrees today.